Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, there's a new Harry Potter movie in theaters right now. Secrets of Dumbledore is what it's called. And it's not doing well, like at all. Which I'm kind of shocked by, to be honest. I kind of looked at the Harry Potter movies like Christian rock, if that makes sense, and that it's already got a built-in fan base so that you can't really fail with it. But yeah, this one's not doing too hot. And like it got blown out by Sonic 2. So I'm shocked by that just because, it's a video game movie and like excited I am that video game movies are doing well. I didn't think I'd see the day where one outperformed Harry Potter. And you got to kind of wonder why. Now, obviously for me, I didn't see any advertising for this movie. I was shocked to see that there was even one out. My first interaction with this movie at all was seeing posts on social media about how bad it's doing in theaters. And you can chalk that up to, like the targeted ads that we get now. I mean, I don't watch TV, so I don't get any ads from that. But I'm not really a big, like, I don't look up that much Harry Potter stuff in my free time. That was, like, I read the books when I was a kid and all, but it's just not something I'm very actively invested in right now. I mean, I like movies, sure, but yeah, I didn't see anything for the movie though. And the other part of this, which you'll get people who will argue about it, I would honestly chalk some of this up to J.K. Rowling herself and the sort of name that she's made for herself in the past couple of years. It's when you alienate part of your fan base like that with her rhetoric that, I mean, I feel like I don't need to go into too much detail about the exact nature of what she says. Yeah, when you use that kind of rhetoric, not only are you immediately schisming your fan base from, the people who you're talking about, but also anybody who, like maybe it's not that person directly, but maybe it's their a family member, maybe it's a good friend, and now they don't want to support someone who talks like that. It's not surprising to me. I mean, I'm kind of surprised it took this long, but I also feel like in the last couple of, definitely in the last year, maybe the last two, she's amped it up. Her the her damaging rhetoric and the sort of crusades that she's on. And that's a sign, I would say, that times are changing. I don't think that it's impossible for a person to like separate a creator from their works. I think a really good example for that would be like H.P. Lovecraft. You know, as much as people talk about how much they love Bloodborne and like, I mean, the man literally created Lovecraftian horror, but the man himself was horribly racist. But people can still separate Lovecraftian horror from H.P. Lovecraft. And that might be a time separation thing. None of us, or at least my peer group, I would say, knew H.P. Lovecraft. We didn't see him in newspapers or on TV and stuff like that. But J.K. Rowling, I mean, she's trending on Twitter every other day. And it's usually because she's saying something harmful to trans folks, you know? And if you're in the news for that, more than the stuff you're creating, more than your works, I'm not surprised when your movies do bad. I mean, another part of it, too, I would say is I don't think anybody's really interested in a movie about Dumbledore. Like, if you really want, you can take the idea for free. It's fine. I don't even want royalties. Why don't we have like a show or a movie about Hagrid and him being like a wildlife ranger or conservationist or something, like a Steve Irwin Hagrid show where he's just like going around checking out magical creatures and stuff. That would do great. You could make that like a weekly show and do it exactly like Steve Irwin's show, just with magical stuff. And then it's like you never run out of content because you can just make anything up you want. Again, you can take this idea for free. I don't care. Have it. But I don't know how long a Harry Potter franchise is going to survive because people are unable to separate it from the creator. Which, fine. There are better magical books out there, you know. You can find better fantasy than Harry Potter. I get that it's part of your childhood and all that. Nostalgia does a lot for people, but branch out a little bit, you know. Read some Brandon Sanderson, read some R.A. Salvatore. You'll thank me, I promise. Warbreaker's a great book. You'll love it. But yeah, I don't think the movie's gonna do well. I don't think they're gonna make any more after this. But you know, we'll see what happens. Y'all have a good day.